What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we do every trading day, Monday to Friday. So this is the day that we are trading on. This is Thursday, I think. Let me check the day. So yeah, Wednesday. So Thursday coming after half an hour. So today, as you have seen, that market is extremely volatile. So before I begin this session, make sure that you give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's see, first of all, some of the pairs we see that mostly was in a sideways since the London session we have done. So this session we might find a very good trading opportunity. As can you guys see me? Let me see if everything is okay. Yes, thank you very much. Can you let me know in the chat, guys, you can see me? Yeah. Awesome, thank you very much, Mila. So okay, look what we see that currently the price action on gold, if we look at daily, after the market opens, we haven't seen major movement in the market. So we could potentially see some downward movement for retest. If you look at the daily price action, this is the daily chart. As you can see, daily resistance level, and previous day on gold we have seen a long bullish engulfer has been formed. This is a very long bullish engulfer. Now today, as soon as market open, we haven't seen much movement to the upside. Instead, what we have seen that on gold primarily it is retracing. Now if we look at the intraday perspective, what I see that gold currently just has broken this doji's low. So this level, if it drops to this level on 4-hour 20 EMA, could be a very good place for a potential bullish setup on gold. But normally this price action, what we see, this is still bullish, though it is a long consolidation. But as you can see, the price action forming this structure which is extremely bullish. So over the progression of this session, we will know exactly how we can find an opportunity for opening a trade. As you have seen, we do open live trades even in this live session, guys. So make sure you stick till the end to see how the market is moving, and then from there we'll see if there is any opportunity. I definitely will jump on a trade. And also keep in mind, guys, everything in this channel we are showing is only for educational purpose. So the only purpose of this is to help you to learn trading. So I recommend you to open the trade in your demo account. So make sure that you manage your risk, learn proper risk management before opening any trade if we open. So looking at dollar yen, we see the dollar yen has a breakdown during the news. You can see that this is the previous New York session yesterday. When the news was releasing, we have seen a strong movement followed by slow correction. Now what we see, that dollar yen again starting to the downside. Now if we look at daily chart on dollar yen, we see that there is already a strong bearish engulfer on the daily, followed by today the price has already dropped. What I think, guys, that you see this dotted line on dollar yen, this is the level that I would say that the best for possible for shorting opportunity on dollar yen. This is daily chart. The price may not reach there, but if it goes there, that could be a very good job, good trade. But in the meantime, you see this current candle which is closing like it's becoming like a doji. Even if this one give us a narrow doji, we could find a short-term selling opportunity in dollar yen. So let's see what happened. Over time we will understand everything, how we can find better trading opportunity as we do every day. And also guys, use the live chat. You can use the live chat to ask your favorite pair, so that I know exactly which one you are trading to focus on. And also don't hesitate to ask any question you have in mind. Mila, thank you very much. As Amy, welcome coach, no problem. Rajib, good evening coach, thank you very much. Hello sir, thank you very much. Rajib, yep, thank you. Awesome. Yes, I can see. Very good. Good afternoon coach, joining from South Africa. Thank you. Euro dollar, please. Yeah, absolutely. Look at the euro dollar now. Rashid, no, it's live session. Rashid, it is fully live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. We come live twice every day. So this is the New York session live for all of you guys to analyze and trade in this live session. So looking at British pound, US dollar, and then we'll jump on to euro dollar. So what we see that on GBP USD, if you closely look at the price, this is an impulse happened last year, in the New York session on GBP USD. First looking at daily, the price action happened on British pound US dollar on the daily, which is bullish, but at the same time, if you closely look at it, created an overextended market to the upside. Okay, this is the daily chart on GBP USD. If I look at weekly, what I see that in fact on the weekly perspective, the price has created a bullish engulfer. Okay, so looking at daily, looking at monthly again, what I see that on the monthly perspective, this is a strong bullish move on GBP USD, as you can see. Now what I think that GBP USD, highly likely that the price will reach this level, this resistance level, okay, which is highly likely to happen, as the market already has broken this resistance. It is likely to go up to test this 20 EMA and also monthly resistance level. From the previous monthly bullish engulfer, we know that this one is going to go up. This is what I expected, and this is what's happening now. Let's find out on the weekly. We see that the price is up. Looking at the daily, now if I look at the daily, guys, we see that there is a long bullish candle. Today the price didn't move much, though there was a news. Let's look at the reason. Is very simple, as you know that if I look at the Forex Factory calendar, news calendar, we see that there is a news coming up later today. That means that in your zone could be tomorrow. In my zone, just after 20 minutes, it will be tomorrow. There are so this, all those news we see on British pound US dollar is in fact the most important news you can say after the NFP, because this news are market mover, and that is why the market is not moving much, mostly in a sideways, as you can see. But after releasing those news, we could potentially find definitely a clear direction in the market. And after those kind of news, normally we do a lot of trade. Definitely there will be more trade after those news, because once these news are released, there will be direction in the market. So that's what normally I keep eye on the news calendar for potential setup in the market. So on GBP USD, what we see, there is a bullish engulfer. When I was released today's analysis, I was posting there is a bullish engulfer, followed by now the price is again coming back down. I think that before the news, we may not see a big move, but we might see a little bit of sideways movement. And let's see how the market moves over time. There is a news there is a new candle closing. So during that candle close, we will know exactly which way the market might be heading in the next session. So it's a very good preparation and also let's see on the lower time frame, if we find any trading opportunity, we'll jump on a trade. So let me know in the chat, guys, which one you are trading. So please check NZD CHF. Yeah, absolutely. Good day, coach. Good day, trader. Rizwan, thank you. USD CAD, fake GBP USD. Yeah, absolutely. Rashid, what about gold? USD CAD. Coach, what could you be gold's high today? There is in Little London session instead of New York session. So what do you mean by Rashid? You said that there is in Little London session instead of New York session. So you mean that to start in London session instead of New York session? Let me know clearly what is your question so that I can address it. Kingsley, what can you expect from the Fed interest rate direction? We'll talk about it. Okay. Kingsley asked a question, what can you expect from the Fed's interest rate direction? Well, from the Fed's interest rate, look, it's completely depend on their news, because how they will release will determine the market will move. So the best way is not to speculate or not to predict early. Instead, the way I do is I wait for the market to break down. Normally, okay, so normally what happens is that, let's say, when this news will be released, you could see, even if not you, everyone could see a big movement in the market. Okay, let's assume that this is euro dollar. Okay, this is the previous resistance here. As you can see, with that resistance, we see this is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and the price has created series of higher low. Okay, has completely broken to the upside on euro dollar. Okay, followed by this correction. All right, now during the news we could see a spike, for example, and then penetrated this level, this zone here. Okay, let's say, and then created a long wick candle like that. Okay, that is where the market moving. Okay, so that's the biggest gain when there is a news announcement. The reason is, you see that when this kind of news is released, we see a clear direction. So basically what I try to do when there is a news is looking at the price action will give you what news in fact is doing. As you have seen yesterday, when AUD USD news was releasing yesterday, or before yesterday, yeah, yesterday during this session in London session, probably you have seen that we secured a nice looking 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade in this live session. Probably you have on that trade too. So that AUD USD, before the news is being released, let me go back to AUD USD so you know exactly here. Okay, so this price action, okay, is basically indication that this news is rising to the upside, and next candle we have seen a strong bullish move, right? This is the news candle. Now once the news is released, we know that this is a bullish market, and that's what I wait for, the price to give us potential entry opportunity when there is a news. Now before news we do have a strategy that we teach in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy to all the students available to learn it, is to predict the market even before news release. It's a kind of price action that you can predict. So with that said, you see that the strategy that we applied yesterday in AUD trade, from here keeping a stop loss here, and we secured that trade during that news announcement. But apart from that, the other way, that the way I interpret news is basically, if I don't have the pre-news price action, then I wait for the news to be released, and once the news is released, you see clear direction in the market. So for that is reason, the reason I'm telling is, it is good idea not to speculate, because as a retail trader, in fact, we don't know which way the market will be heading. So better not to speculate, but to wait for the news to be released. Once they are released, we can jump on a trade. Okay guys, so in the meantime, guys, give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, so that you don't miss out any of the update that we are releasing every day. So jumping back to gold again, what we see that gold, there is a now rejection coming up, because of, as you know, that there is a FOMC coming, so it needs proper retracement. Now this is the movement happened on gold yesterday, as you can see during the news. Now if we place our Fibonacci from this starting of this move to the end of the move, what we see that gold in fact still didn't come to 50%. Now as you can see, 61.8% Fibonacci level is exactly aligning with this 20 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, and also this is the previous resistance here, which is turning support here. So this is absolutely very good place for opening buy position. We opened early today and we closed again very fast. Basically, when we open buy position, when I saw that the price might come back down, we closed early. So what I am expecting now on gold is for the price to come back to this 20 EMA and to give us a potential bullish price action. I think that when the price will be here giving us some kind of, let's say, double bottom or any kind of price action, inverted head and shoulder, we will be able to find a very good trading opportunity on this one. Oh, okay, maybe could be the other one. Anyway, thank you very much for reminding me. That's really helps. Thank you. So please check NZD CHF. Gbpusd, what time is the news? So Gbpusd already released today's news. As you can see, there is another news coming on dollar 6 AM, and also tomorrow 11. Tomorrow is extremely volatile day. As you can see, quite a few high impact news is coming, with almost all the pairs will be volatile tomorrow, guys. So yeah, I think that tomorrow will be a very good day for trading. Tomorrow, huge volatility coming in the market. So if you want to trade all those tomorrow in this, also today, when we send the trade in our VIP Telegram, in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website, you can join us to trade with us and also learn our strategies. Now with that joining, you can have this trend following strategy indicator in your platform, whatever you're using, TradingView, MetaTrader 4 or all other platform, even in CTrader available. It will be as a part of your mentorship program. So let's look at, okay, yeah, no problems. USD CAD, please. Yeah, absolutely. US30. So can you please look at NASDAQ? Hi coach, good evening again. Thank you, Ark. No problems, thank you very much. So let's look at NASDAQ. We'll look at now NAS100. Firstly, let me look at the daily perspective first of all. Okay guys, what I see that Nasdaq, it's I think creating a nice looking bullish price action. Now if you closely look at, you see that this is the daily chart on Nasdaq. Okay, keep in mind, as you have seen that guys, I always first start with daily and then go to the lower or higher. So because daily time frame is where you can see a clear direction in the market. So Nasdaq, this is the daily candle, as you can see, which in fact has a narrow body at the bottom and also long wick at the top. Nice looking shooting star. Now this candle exactly residing on the top of this double bottom. So this is the double bottom here, as you can see, double bottom has broken to the upside. The price again has come back to this previous resistance here, okay, which is turning support on Nasdaq or NAS100. So this is a very, very important level, and I think you see that personally, if NAS come back to daily 20 EMA, which is a high probability to happen, I will certainly open buy position from here. If Nasdaq NAS100 come back to daily 20 EMA, highly likely that we will find bullish price action. Okay, so on the lower time frame especially. So if we go back to 4 hour now, this is what's happening. As you can see, there is a very strong movement, immediate rejection, slow retracement. Now we see that the price is moving down. Now what I think that you see, this is the support zone that we are expecting for the daily 20 EMA. I think Nasdaq is coming back down even during the, it could be during the FOMC or before FOMC, after the candle close, could be in this zone. Once we will see a clear rejection on NAS100, then we can consider going long. I think that will be a good trade. At least even 50% of this level will be absolutely good trade on NAS100. So this could be the situation with Nasdaq. Guys, let me know what's your thought on Nasdaq, how you are trading. Okay, so with that in mind, okay, so you see the dollar yen. That's what I was talking about. You see, this is the 4 hour time frame, and it is closing, this is forming a very narrow doji. Now if dollar yen closes like that, let's say closing like this completely after 1 hour, we will be opening sell position on dollar yen. At least some half week of this candle will be filled. So with that said, we can definitely secure some pips on this one. Let's see, if dollar yen closes as a doji, we might enter a sell position, but still it's not there. At any time we could see even break of this resistance. So we need to wait to see in fact how the candle is closing, and then we can find possible trading opportunity. Okay, so let me see some other pairs. So let's go back to gold again. Now gold nicely coming down after consolidation. Normally this is what happened, guys, when you see this kind of movement. Okay, this is the gold's movement, and it has come back down, forming this triangle. Now it is coming back down to this 20 EMA. Okay, and from that level we can expect a bullish move. Okay, so this zone will be crucially important. We do have a specific strategy for this one as well to go long. Okay, so let's see if it satisfies the rules, then we might find entry opportunity in this zone. But to enter a buy trade on gold, as FOMC coming, it is not impossible to see that in fact it completely, return back. It is possible. So from this zone, how the price action is doing, okay, it's the key points in gold. So okay, from this level, it's a previous resistance here, which is turning support, is in fact a very, very important level. How the price action is doing, is it breaking down, creating a level of false breakout, or it is bouncing from here. Okay guys, in the meantime, I'm looking at now euro dollar. In the meantime, let me know guys which country you are in currently and what time is it. I just want to know more about your location and timing, so that I want to see how far you are and how many of you from different region. So let me know in the chat where you are from and what time is it, just to engage with you more in this live session. So what do you see, that Gbpusd, this is the daily chart we already discussed. So Gbpusd and gold is moving almost in the similar fashion. Little bit of gold is bearish than Gbpusd, but normally when you see a price action, let's say a triangle, okay, this is the daily price action. After this daily move, there is a triangle here, the price has broken up. Now normally what you should see, the price coming back down here, testing this previous resistance here, which is turning support, and then to have a bounce. But this breakout on Gbpusd guys, on the daily, okay, it's a little bit of imbalance breakout. That's what I told last time, that if the price, this is the daily chart, if it cross at least 1 day's low, grabbing liquidity and then could go up, that could be absolutely amazing bullish trade. But what we have seen that in fact on Gbpusd is, for the price as it has broken completely to the upside without taking or grabbing any liquidity, there is one probability for during the FOMC, the price to come back completely to this level and then to create a bullish move. So there is one probability, because let me draw this daily 20 EMA, okay, where in fact there is the support here. So when the price, if the price return back here with an aggressive move, then 20 EMA on the daily in fact will cross this support here, okay, and that means that it is a probability for British pound US dollar to come back down here, okay, and from that level to grab liquidity, okay, and create a higher low and then to continue to rise, okay. So let's find out what happened and then we'll jump on a trade. But if the price comes back here, if it is not in a very volatile moment, definitely I'll be opening buy position on Gbpusd, because Gbpusd as you can see, this 20 EMA has not been tested for a long time, and this is definitely going to act as a dynamic support for this movement. And this level, if you look at the weekly, also will cross the weekly low or even create a higher low, so which is pretty important level. And there is one probability to happen during the news. If in case happen, then it's a different story. Otherwise, there is another level to look at on Gbpusd, is this one. Closely look at this, is the previous resistance here, which is turning support. So any one of these will be trading with Gbpusd. Frankfurt, okay, thank you very much. From Madagascar, wow, 4 p.m. awesome. George, France, 1357, thank you. Recep, Dubai, 1657, Recep, thank you. Atali, Canada, thank you. Agab, Iraq, wow, from all around the world, thank you very much. Harry, South Africa, Wilfred, Dubai, K19 USA, Singapore, Irene from Brunei. Thank you. I see quite a few of you are here. Appreciate your support here, and also give a big thumbs up. Always stick to the channel for better opportunity. I try to give the best possible education in this channel, guys, to help you to become an independent trader. But don't hesitate to ask any question. If you think that in any area in trading psychology or technical part you need to improve, then just mobilization is very important, because you need to take action, otherwise it will not happen. India 6:30, Indonesia 8 p.m. or Sweden 14, and okay, Dubai. Good day from Philippines. Wow, awesome international community here. Georgia, absolutely, Aljab, good day. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. You guys are really decorated this platform, this Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Keep in mind, guys, Forex Trading Wizard Academy is created to help traders. So if any part of your trading, first see which area you are lacking and then try to improve that part, because some of you may be psychologically a bit stronger in trading, some of you may be technically stronger. So which part, when you create a clear balance of psychological and technical aspect of trading, it will become very, very easy for you to make money out of trading. So in psychological perspective, what I would say, the number one key is patience. Okay, this is the hardest part that I face. That is why I am saying you, maybe for you something different, but patience was really, really hard for me when I started trading. Sometime I know that I don't have to take a trade, but hand goes, I take a trade, and then I realize that why did I take the trade? So this is very, very important that you develop key patience. Okay, now later, you know, I applied a method that I'm explaining. You can do that. So what you can do, you can do a trade fast. So I made a 3 weeks trade first plan. Okay, trade fast plan. That could be absolutely an amazing opportunity for you if you can do that. So this is how it will work. I'll give you the full plan that I did. Maybe you can try. Absolutely, it will dramatically improve your trading, trust me. So what you can do is, in the first week, you will put a challenge yourself. Write down that in the first week, in the week 1, you will not take any trade no matter what. You will just observe the market. So like that. Second week, you will challenge yourself, saying that, okay, in the second week, I will only be taking one trade throughout the whole week. Okay, this could be another challenge. So, and in the second week, you say to yourself, okay, every time when you see a trade, try to find a reason not to take it. Let's say you found a trade, then try to find a reason not to take it. Normally it's basically doing against your mind, so that you can reprogram your mind. For example, normally when we most of the time that I suffered from over trading, so you'll see that happens. Let's say this is the doji here, and I start to tell myself, okay, there is a false breakout, long, bullish candle, false breakout, let's buy. But in fact, it's neither buy nor sell, right? It's a buy because of the news, but it's a bearish candle. It's not that much of important in terms of the buy position. So you need to find a reason not to take the trade in the second week, and throughout the whole week you can challenge yourself, take only one trade. So whenever you see a trade, try to find reason and reject the trade. And finally, if you convince yourself to take one trade, that is the week best trade. And then in the third week, take two trades. Okay, say to yourself the same way, try to find a reason not to take a trade. So that's how you basically training your brain to observe the market, and that, trust me, that dramatically changed my patience in trading. The reason is, if you can spend a week without trading, okay, that I call a trade fast plan, your whole entire idea about the market will change. Okay, it happened to me, trust me. The reason is, see, when we run a trade, you will see that, let's say you are running a trade, right? When you run a trade, okay, your whole attention will be in that trade, especially if the trade going in a drawdown or even in a profit. So what do I mean by this whole attention? For example, let's say you bought after this doji. Okay, you said that, okay, Gbpusd looked like that it might go up, so let's buy. You bought from here. Okay, now the price started to drop. So when the price is dropping, maybe in the next 3 hours, the price just doubling here, you see that unconsciously you keep thinking about this trade, that did I did the right decision? Why did I took the trade? Is it okay or isn't okay? You started to doubt yourself in a many different way. Okay, you started to think that, why have I taken this trade? What's the reason? Did I make the right decision or wrong decision? And then finally you might be closing the trade early. Okay, so that's the patience that you need to grow by doing a trade fast plan. Okay, so now let's see the chat. What do you guys? Okay, NZD-CHF. Okay, no problems, I'll check it now. Coach, what is your opinion on hedge position? Okay, we'll look at it. Forex trading wizard international. Thank you, Rizban. Thank you for this compliment. Amazing. Good morning, coach from Chicago. Coach, sorry I'm late. No problems, none to be sorry. You all are late in some aspect in our life, that's fine. Okay, I'm from Somalia. It's Ernest. No problems, thank you very much. So NZD-CHF, let me look at NZD-CHF. Okay, I'll do a full analysis on NZD-CHF. First, I'm looking at the monthly. Okay, guys, I have a question for you just in the middle. Is sometime I frequently change chart, time frame, and currency. Does this become a bit difficult for you to keep the track, or I will pick one pair and a specific time frame slowly will be easier for you? Is it sometimes difficult for you to look at the navigation, or I should be a bit slow? Let me know in the chat so that I know exactly, because for me it's by either way no problem, but for you I need to know in fact what's happening with you, Okay, so looking at NZD-CHF, looking at the monthly, first of all, we have seen that NZD-CHF on the monthly, from this monthly support, there is a strong bounce, a big bullish candle followed by another bullish engulfer, followed by this month. As soon as market open, we have seen a bullish candle has been created. Now looking at weekly, this is the weekly price action on NZD-CHF. We have seen that primarily on the weekly perspective there is an impulse, okay, followed by this correction. Now this is the weekly candle, okay, which is coming back down in this direction. So the price in a zone where we might see some bullish move again. If I look at this one, this is the half week of the weekly candle, okay. Now this is an impulsive move followed by this correction here, which is correcting to this level. And what I'm expecting on NZD CHF for the price to give us a bullish move, because if you closely look at this 3 weeks price action is bullish, 2 weeks bearish price action is very narrow. So if you closely look at the health of the candle, you exactly know that this is in fact bullish price action. Now if I look at the daily perspective, what I see that on the daily time frame NZD CHF, this is also nice looking bullish. See, this is the daily candle which in fact has crossed this low on the daily. Now the price primarily once grabbed liquidity from this top on the daily perspective and then has rejected to the downside. This is the channel is being created, okay, on NZD CHF. Now bottom of the channel, what I think that we might see a little drop and then we should see again this one is going creating a bullish move. Now intraday perspective on the 4-hour time frame, okay, what we see that this is the okay, this is the channel on NZD CHF, okay. We have seen there is an impulse and then correction to this level, and now we see that it is moving along this channel, right, creating series of, okay, higher high and higher low. All right, so this is the price action on NZD CHF, okay. From this previous support here, now it is acting here as support, and from that support we can expect some bullish move. So the price action, the way it is forming, is still bearish, all right, but the structure is bullish. So NZD CHF for me, it's still bullish, though there is a bullish engulfer. The prices came back to this level of support, but finally it's still bullish. Yeah, yeah, no problems, thank you. FOMC 50% rate gain. What do you mean by gold? Yeah, Kakulan, thank you. No, it's fine, coach, no problem, thank you. From Philippine coach 910, do you think we could take a long position on USD CAD? Let me look at USD CAD. Daily. So USD CAD from daily 20 MA, we have seen there is a bounce. Looking at first of all monthly, doing a full analysis on USD CAD. This is the monthly chart. There is a big bounce here. This is the monthly resistance which is turning support here on USD CAD, okay. Now looking at the weekly, what we see there on the weekly perspective, also USD CAD after the previous weekly close, we have seen some rejection from the weekly resistance, and I don't think that USD CAD will be that much bullish. Let me look at the daily. Okay, so this is in fact for me it might move in a sideways, or we might see further bearish move. Okay, so this is the weekly chart and this is the 4 hour. No, I don't think that will be a good idea to take a bullish trade, because the price action, the way it is forming, it just grab liquidity from this resistance level, as you can see. Okay, this is the previous support here, okay, support here, which is turning resistance here. So USD CAD, but I see that in fact, yeah, I think that this price action will not be able to go up. Okay, so it is testing. Basically, you can see this is the previous support zone here, support zone here, support zone here, okay, which is turning resistance here. So from that level, we could potentially see that USD CAD is rejecting to the downside. It may reject to the downside, or it may just move in a sideway. Okay. So this is the daily chart. You can see if I delete all this on the daily, resistance level, yeah. Guys, so hi coach, I'm late because electricity, no problems, favor shipment, that's completely fine. Favor sure, NZD USD, I'm bull help here, no problems, thank you. Sure, buy or sell admin, no problems, thank you. Pooja, NZD USD please, yeah, thank you sir, still have a lot to learn. Yeah, absolutely, thank you. Hello everyone, hello everyone. Does anybody know, as no problems, what time news today? I think there is a news coming up, FOMC, which is 6 a.m. Sydney time, okay, which is from here quite longer distance. So there will be this news, in fact, a very, very high impact news, okay. Gold, sir. So normally when FOMC happens in the earlier time, we normally come, but this time you can see 6 a.m. Sydney time, we will be coming live after FOMC. In fact, during the FOMC, during this news, it is not a good idea at all to trade, because this news you can't trade. It will be just a lot of chaos in the market. So the best way to trade this kind of news is to wait for the news to be released completely, because this FOMC fund rate is in fact a very volatile news. So normally what this news does, let me show you an example, okay. If I go to the gold chart, show you something, then you'll understand. In fact, you see this candle, I was live on FOMC when this candle was forming, okay. This is the FOMC candle, okay. Now after this candle, basically the market has given a clear direction, okay. You see that and from here we have seen a big move happen. So that is why FOMC is very important for finding a direction, but to trade FOMC, we best way is to wait for the price to give us a direction. So looking at gold, now we see primarily it is bouncing up. Let's see on the 1 hour chart. Basically, if you look at the gold, after breaking this weekly dodges low, you can see this is the weekly dodges low, and from this previous support, okay, on gold, which is turning support here, we have seen the price has broken this level, and then from this level the price grab liquidity, now pushing to the upside. Now this candle is going to close 38 minutes later. It will be a very good candle to see how this is forming on gold. But what I think that if this one closes as a bullish engulfer, we might see some push to the upside. But as you know that there is a high impact news is coming, so it is always a good idea to enter in the right place, like we did yesterday. You have seen on a USD, but in fact we need normally I trade a very high quality price action so that the trade remain in a high probability side. What's your take on Gbpusd? Or look at it. Hello coach. Nasdaq, yeah, absolutely. NZD/USD. So looking at Nasdaq, guys, in the meantime, as you know that gold is now molding in one place, preparing for a move. So if you want to trade all those instruments in our private Telegram channel and also learn our strategies, then you can find a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of this chat. You can join us to learn our strategies to grow as a trader in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So let's look at Nasdaq, and then I'll look at NZD/USD. So on Nasdaq, okay, so previously I have mentioned Nasdaq looks like that. You see, this is the daily shooting star. Okay, there is a narrow body, a long wick at the top on NAS100, and this is in fact a very, very strong bullish engulfer. What I think that, okay, this price during the news is coming, the price highly likely that will come back here to test this daily 20 EMA. Okay, after testing this daily 20 EMA, we could see that Nasdaq is going to the upside. So this zone will be a very, very important area of value for this move to the upside on Nasdaq. Okay, so what I will be doing is will be waiting patiently for the price to come back here and then to continue to rise. So if I look at, let's say, on the intraday perspective, what I see that Nasdaq on the intraday, the price to come back here and to test this level. You see this narrow doji will be a very important area for a bullish setup, and as soon as we will find entry along this zone, we will consider going long on Nasdaq from this level with a high probability setup. Let's see what happens. Okay guys, so now I'm jumping onto NZD/USD. So I'll be doing full analysis from monthly NZD/USD. This is the monthly chart. We see that this is a long-term bull market. Okay, starting from here, a big bullish candle followed by what we have seen, another bullish candle. So both of them a very strong bullish candle on NZD/USD. As soon as the monthly open, we have seen that in fact NZD/USD started to rise up, creating this long bullish candle. If we look at weekly perspective, what we see that on the weekly, you see that this is an extremely bullish move, big long move, every candle creating series of higher high and higher low. Now with that big move, the price already has broken this level, this resistance level on NZD/USD. Has broken out of this resistance. Now it's residing above this level, and from that level what we can expect on NZD/USD to grow to the upside. If we look at daily, this is the daily chart. As you can see, it's the narrow doji on the daily perspective. This is the resistance here, and also resistance here, which turns support on NZD/USD, and we see primarily a retest. Now the price is trying to push up, so basically it is giving bullish opportunity for the time being. As I mentioned, FOMC could give you something like that. Okay, so I will not recommend you to take a long-term trade, but if you are trading on the very lower time frame, let's say on the 5 minutes, you can think of something, but FOMC might give you something like that. So afterwards, then we will see in fact the price is creating a bullish or bearish, because after the candle close on FOMC, we will in fact know exactly what is likely to happen in the market. Shabab, thank you, coach. Your thought on GBP/JPY and GBP/AUD. Thank you, Munshaba. Thank you for joining. So let me look at GBP/JPY. Okay, GBP/JPY, I see that it has in fact created a head and shoulder. This is the head, left shoulder and right shoulder. So if I look at this monthly price action on GBP/JPY, what I see that on the monthly perspective, the price has primarily gone up, breaking all this resistance level, and then the price now coming back down. If I look at the weekly on GBP/JPY, we see that also on the weekly perspective, the price grabbed liquidity from here, from this resistance level, and then the price now retreating back. So with that retreat, what I would say that GBP/JPY is likely to continue to drop, and what I'm expecting on GBP/JPY for the price to come back down here, okay, to this previous support zone. Okay, so after grabbing liquidity, we can expect now GBP/JPY to continue to drop. Now if I look at the daily perspective, what I see that this is the daily chart after the previous day's long bearish engulfer. Today also we see that the price has gone up a little bit and then start to drop. This is the daily chart, as you can see, which is in fact a strong bearish move. Now if I look at the 4 hour, we see the price already completed a head and shoulder. So what I would say that the best place for entry on GBP/JPY could be after closing of this candle on the test. This is the support here, turning resistance here. On the test, we can expect GBP/JPY to have a drop in this direction. So we'll be waiting for potential bearish price action. But for in my opinion, I would say that this is how the price is forming. Though it is a head and shoulder, there's a liquidity gap, but still this short trade will be against the trend. For me, the best trade will be once GBP/JPY coming back to this level, because you see that on the daily also it was creating series of higher low. So once the price will come here, on the retest of this level, then we can expect going long. But if there is any impressive price action, then we might be able to going short on GBP, JPY. But for the time being, let's see what happened. In fact, if it drops from here also, it will be a big drop. The only thing is that you see this is the trend channel. Okay, it has broken down. Though it has a liquidity grab, we could potentially see some drop. Now to see clear drop, as I mentioned, we need to see that the price tested this previous support, which is turning resistance, and then we can expect the price to continue to drop. Okay, so going to some important pairs. Looking at Euro AUD, guys, what do you see that on the daily perspective, Euro AUD has created a very strong bearish price action. This is this movement on Euro AUD. You can see there is a big movement to the upside and then a drop to the downside. So basically Euro AUD created a level of false breakout here. Okay, so with that false breakout, what do you see that the price now, this is the daily chart on Euro AUD, retraced to the upside, and from here we can see that Euro AUD started to drop. Now if we look at the 4 hour, where we see that in fact Euro AUD has grabbed multiple liquidity. There is one here, there is one here, there's one here. So multiple times Euro AUD has grabbed liquidity from this resistance. Now it is coming back down. I think that we might see Euro AUD is in fact finally coming back to this level. Okay, this is the long-term support zone here. Yeah, so that could be a high probability because it has already created a fake move. So the way we can predict a movement in the market, especially when you see that the price creates a false breakout, you see that Euro AUD in fact has created a level of false breakout here, and from here we have seen that the price started to drop. This is the daily chart. So let's see how this is closing. Upon breakout of this support zone here, local support, this is the support here, which is turned after breakout. We can expect on the retest we can find a bearish price action. If we find, then we can consider shorting Euro AUD. Highly likely it will drop because there is multiple times, there is one here liquidity grab and also one here liquidity grab. So what is liquidity grab? Hopefully that, guys, you know that. If you don't know, let me know in the chat so that I can explain clearly in fact what is a liquidity grab. Dhanishakar, yeah, absolutely, I'll look at it. Dhanishakar, thank you. Can I add dollar yen please? And thanks, I've been in beautiful sell since yesterday evening. Okay, we'll look at it. Where gold go in FOMC news? Yeah, we'll look at it. May you please explain liquidity on gold? Yeah, absolutely. Hi coach, please explain. Okay, good evening coach. Euro dollar. Okay, so liquidity in gold or in any pair in the same way. So because you said gold, let's look at gold. So liquidity is basically fuel of price movement. So what do I mean by this? Let's imagine that you have a car, okay, like this, very fancy car, let's say 2050 model. Okay, so now the fuel on that car is liquidity. okay, the fuel on the car. So normally what happened is that previously also I explained something in a different way. Let's go to that analogy. It's like, let's say, a puppy, nice smiling puppy, okay, though I am very bad drawer, okay, let's say a puppy want food, right? Now this is, you put up some food here, some food here, some food here, okay. Now the market moves in fact like this, randomly, without any specific direction. So if you place food here and also food here and also food here, so this puppy will do, first it will go there, will eat that, and then we'll come back here, we'll eat that, and then we'll come back here, we'll eat that. So the market normally moves like this. The reason is, as I mentioned, the liquidity is the fuel of price action. So why? Because now let's find out in fact what is liquidity. Liquidity is the money, the volume that you are putting on your trading account. So how does this affect the pricing? It affects in a way that when you see these candles, we see some green red candles, right? In fact, they are not green red candles, they are visual representation of some buyers and sellers. So consider them this as a people rather than candle. So what you see that to move the price, to create this green candle, need more buyer, strong buyer, okay. Once they are buying, on the other side someone is selling. So when the price, let's say the price reach to this resistance level, this is the resistance level, okay, and this is the support level in the market, okay. Now the price is here, okay. People start to buy when there, let's start from here, not from here, okay. From here people start to buy when there, and then sell, come back here, and then buy when there, and then sell when has come back here. So doing like that, right? Now when the price again reach there, now this price needs to go up, right? Let's say big boys or whoever who are market mover, they want to move this market, right? They want to move this market, let's say here. Now here, to move that market here, okay, the market needs big seller, bigger than the buyer, so that the price drops. Because in one side seller, the other side is buyer, right? Now the ratio will determine, the volume of ratio will determine which way the market will move. So if the market needs to break this level, come back here, it needs a huge volume of seller. So seller need to be bigger. Now then what's happening is that, let's say when the price was here, you are selling and your stop loss is here, your take profit here. Everyone is doing the same thing, right? Now when everyone is selling, the price is falling very fast, okay, and big boys doesn't have enough price level that they can do it. So what they need to do, they need a better price, right? Because for them, sell high, buy low, right? For everyone like that. Because if you sell high, then you get better price. If you buy low, then when the price will go up, you make money, right? The intention is to make money. So now, then why you need to know the liquidity gap is because when everyone is selling from here, putting the stop loss here, this stop loss is in fact a buy order. Always keep in mind this will change your trading completely, trust me. When you see the price in this zone, okay, when your stop loss in your sell order, your stop loss is a buy order. So buy order means you are saying that I'm gonna buy, and in case the price is going opposite direction of your trade and hitting your stop loss, you are becoming a buyer. Instead of you open sell position, but you are forced to be a buyer. But it's a part of the game. It's not that something we should think in the other way. This is how trading works, because to move the market needs volume now. And then how you can, so that is what you call a liquidity gap. So in that case, you will see that the market is like this. Okay, this is the resistance level. Let's say a candle like that. There's another support like this. And now when the liquidity gap, you might see the candle like this. So that means that basically all the stop loss they put here hit, and sellers turn into buyer. So once you are a buyer, someone on the other side is seller, and the price is dropping. And that is what you call a liquidity gap. Now, why do you need to know liquidity gap? Is because it is very, very powerful indication of big price movement. Even if you see liquidity gap on the daily or weekly, you can find a lot of trade on the lower time frame, because this is from where the market gains momentum. And this is a very powerful strategy. We do have a specific premium strategy to teach this kind of things. If you want to learn more, as you know that I tried to explain everything in this live session, but as you know, the time is limited based on the trading. If you want to know more about it, this premium strategy that we are offering, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to learn our strategies to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. And also, in addition to that, you will see this, you will find this TF strategy indicator, which is available for both TradingView user and also MetaTrader 4 user. You can use it in any platform, and also you'll be part of great trading community that you'll find the environment that you need to become a trader. So you can find a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. So please explain, someone, yeah, explain, hopefully that you understood. So that is what you call a liquidity gap. And once you see that kind of, you see this on gold here also, once you this kind of liquidity gap with this doji also the same, the price normally creates a very stronger and bigger movement. And drop block coach, any live trade? In fact, live trade, okay, live trade we haven't found yet, but as you know that last time, you remember the AUD USD trade that we have opened maybe in 2-3 minutes time. So that's why I say, guys, stick to the channel, always keep eye, stick till the end of the video, because when the trade will appear over time, we will know if there is any trade. Yeah, we'll jump on it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you see that NASDAQ, okay, you see this is the 20 EMA on the 4-hour on NASDAQ, and this will be a very good place for potential bullish opportunity on NASDAQ. I think that the price might come back here, test this doji area. This is the doji here, and you can see narrow doji on the 4-hour. Okay, and from that doji zone, I think that NASDAQ will continue to rise. Let's find out what happened. Just looking all of them because there's a new candle close coming up. So you see that basically the price a little bit in a sideways, guys, because of this FOMC. You see that there is FOMC coming, and with that FOMC, the price will have a major movement in the market. Okay, so I think that we just need to see how the market will do during that FOMC, and from that place we might be able to find trading opportunity. Now there is a candle closing coming up, and with that candle close we see that the price action is still little bit of in a sideways, as you can see in most of the pairs. So looking at US oil, so one of you asked for US oil, let me finish that. If I look at the daily on US oil, we see that the price is now hitting this daily 20 period moving average, which is very important level. If I take our Fibonacci level from here on the daily perspective, from the high to the low, exactly where at 61.8% Fibonacci is where we see the daily 20 EMA. What we can expect on US oil, the price to go ahead and test this level and then to continue to drop. So yeah, US oil, I think that it's still bearish. This is the weekly chart. We see that the price action is still bearish, but until we see a rejection from the top, we still remain observant. As the price action has broken the resistance, we might see that US oil, this is the 4-hour time frame, breaking this doji, or at least creating an equal high with this doji from that liquidity area. Okay, we can expect on US oil to go ahead and test this, and then from here to continue to drop. So with that in mind, what do we see that USD CHF, so overall gold, you see that I'm just keeping more eye on gold, what is going to happen. So gold is still remaining in a sideways. It is closing like a doji, you can see. Now with that close of this doji, I think that it will again come back down, because this current doji on the 4-hour on gold is it is not looking strong enough for a very strong bullish move, though it has already has broken this doji's low. But I think that gold may not be able to break this high because it's a doji. Instead, you could see that gold is coming back down, okay, and from that level we might be able to see potential buy opportunity. If gold break this level here, guys, this 20 EMA zone in this zone, then we can find potential bullish setup. But during the FOMC, as you know, that gold remain very volatile. So as soon as FOMC will finish, okay, definitely I'll look at the market. As if I find good trades on gold that we do normally, I will send it straight to the VIP Telegram channel who are trading with us. So if you want to be part of that, trade with this instrument with us, then you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website. There is a discount going on. You can join us to trade and learn our strategies. So let's find out now other GBP pairs. Let me look at GBP. Also, guys, I have a great announcements to share with you. Is that very soon, probably early in next year, from January, February, we will have a charity organization connected with Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So it's a non-profit. It's only to plant tree. So what you will do, anyone joining our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, 5%, or it's still undecided the percentage, but a portion of your subscription fee will go to that organization that will be using for tree planting to help us to breathe, because tree is needed in this world now. As you know that the world is really in danger. We need more trees no matter where we are, what country, what place. So basically you will be trading, learning our strategies, and at the same time you will be contributing to the greater benefits of all for us. So is the concept came from, you will see the website is being under building. So the concept of this website is like holding your breath. So I have an exercise for you guys. It's really, can you hold your breath and see if you can hold it for more than 5 minutes, or even, it's impossible to hold for 5 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes, right? So these 2 minutes is only you can say that you can stay independent. So that's the real great realization that we should have, that we cannot be more than 2 minutes to be independent. So we have to depend on something that we need to take care. So that is the part of this academy is coming up very soon. So yeah, your subscription fee, part of this will go there, that will be used to, so you are helping yourself, basically helping us, helping others for breathing, and at the same time you are gaining freedom by learning our strategies and also trading with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Thank you very much. You will find more detail on it in the website. It will be separate organization for tree plantation all around the world. So thank you for your support on this. Also let me know in the chat, guys, how you feel about it. What's your opinion on this? Thinking about also will create a great impact in the world. It's needed at this time. Otherwise it's very, very important for us to think about it also. So let me look at now gold again. What I see that gold is closing in 4 minutes time. Okay, so it's a little bit of dodgy that has crossed this support zone here. Okay, and I think that it's closing as a doji, right? The previous one also doji from top. Now this one is coming from bottom, and I think that it will continue to drop. Okay, and that is where the main thing will come here. Okay, in this level, and from here we might see that gold in fact have a bounce. Let's see what happened, and then we'll jump on a trade if we find. But for the time being, as you know, that FOMC coming, this candle on gold is a bearish candle, but the price action overall is bullish, so will not be trading against the trend. I think that gold might after going up a little bit continue to drop, but I always, as you know, that I love to trade with the trend. Trend trading is the most profitable trading strategy you will ever find. Okay, so let me look at some other pairs, so how they are giving the price action. Okay, looking at DXY, okay, DXY in fact will give you a very clear direction in the market. Okay, so which is a very important price action. As you can see, DXY, this is the resistance level on DXY. Okay, the price has completely disconnected from this resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Okay, so with that resistance, the price on the daily has broken to the downside. Okay, now with that breakdown, okay, we see that the price, now this is the daily chart, still didn't break the daily low. I think it might go up, highly likely will go up further to test this level. This is the previous support, which is turning resistance here. Okay, so with that resistance, so support turning resistance, and also with the trend line, if we look at this one on the lower time frame with this 20 EMA, okay, with this 20 EMA, this is the support here, turning 20 EMA, which is turning resistance, a very good place for shorting. And this is the zone in fact I am waiting wholehearted in all. So basically DXY will tell you what is happening with euro dollar or Gbpusd or any other pairs. So if you even look at AUD USD, the same thing, this 20 EMA zone. If you look at in Gbpusd, the same thing, this 20 EMA zone. And if you look at the euro dollar, same thing, 20 EMA zone, which is in fact a very important level. And I think that in the upcoming session we could find very good movement to this 20 EMA, and I will be waiting for a potential setup on this one. Okay, so candle close, I'm just looking all of them to see which way the market is heading. So CAT CHF, as you can see from this 20 EMA with this doji, has broken to the downside, back to back couple of dodges on cat chf, what we can expect the price to go up and test this level, and then we could see potentially a drop on this one. Just quickly looking at all of them to see in fact if there is any trade. So Euro AUD, you see back to back two dodges. What I think that Euro AUD, it might go up again. You see this is the daily chart, okay, because this narrow doji on the 4 hour has not developed properly to the downside. Euro AUD highly likely that will go up and test this level and then will come back down. Gbpusd AUD has formed, has closed below this. Look at Gbpusd AUD. It's bounced from daily 20 MA. Otherwise, I would say that Gbpusd AUD is in fact in a very important level. You see, this is the previous resistance here, okay, which is support here, which is turning resistance here, and from here I think that we could see some drop. The only thing happened is that it already bounced once from daily 20 MA. So yeah, it might now go up for a deeper retracement like Euro AUD. Looking at GBP CAD, so on NZD-USD, I think one of you asked for NZD-USD. NZD-USD, you see this is the bearish engulfer here, bearish candle, rejected from here, from this resistance here, okay. We have seen a big drop. Now, what I would say that this is the resistance here. This is a very, very important level on NZD-USD, as you can see. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, which is turning support here, and from that level we can expect NZD-USD to test this level and then to continue to rise. So this level is in all instrument we see that the price preparing for a drop, so highly likely that especially USD pairs is coming down for short term, like GBPUSD, Euro dollar, and AUD USD. But as you know that I'm not that much fan of trading against the trend, so we'll be waiting to see how unfolding in this upcoming time, because we need to see in fact a clear price action for an entry opportunity. Okay guys, give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Also check out the website for if you want to join and learn our strategies. Sorry guys. Hi coach, thank you. Tight SLE absolute GBP cat. Listen, thanks for assistance and your time coach. No problems, Kanayat. I love it. I grow legal histories. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. SPO wants to analyze you kindly. Yeah, any good trade to take now? Yeah, absolutely. For the time being, we are observing the market. Will be opening trades, but because of, as I mentioned, because of the FOMC, the market is not that much of movement, but as soon as we'll find entry, we'll jump on it. Okay, I think that with the FOMC release, I think this is what happened with the FOMC release. We might see a very good movement in the market, and as you know that I normally trade love to trade clean price action, so this is what I'm waiting for. And I think that with the FOMC release, the price is likely to create a good movement. So with that in mind, guys, so we need to look at the FOMC, and then I will keep you updated, guys, as soon as FOMC release in the group. So with that in mind, I'm gonna end this session. Let me know if you have any question, because the market is not that much of volatile because of the news coming up. So basically better to wait for the news to take any good trades. So once the news moves released, once the market will be moving, we will be opening the trade. So with that in mind, I'm gonna end this session, guys. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you tomorrow again, twice before London session and during the New York and London session, with some awesome trading opportunities coming up after the FOMC. And with that in mind, I'm gonna end this session. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Stay well, and also manage your risk.